Okay, this should be our final video for this project. For this website, we'll add more to it in the next project. Just to remind you, we do have our movie site here. Within that, we have our CSS folder with our CSS. Do not move anything. Images folder, index page, and templates page. Do not move any of that stuff. And our index page is something like this. Okay, we have our links here, scrolling or auto adjust effect. We have our buttons, and once we make those other pages, we'll link them together. Let's go back to Dreamweaver. Chrome looks a little bit different. Chrome. Okay, good. Let's go to Dreamweaver. We have our index page, which is our home page, and that was based on the template, if you remember. Let's make another page, our about page. File, new, site template, movie site, movies template. There we go. Make sure this is checked. Create. Okay, there's my next page. It may take a second to load. Give it a second. Give it time. Let's go to live view. And save. File, save as. And let's call this one about. Oops. About.html. Good. Save. Give it a second. And once again, we should be able to adjust this part of the page. Call this one about, or about Monster Flicks. Nice. And then what you can do is just type a little message here. Monster Flicks is blah 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 blah. Right? Something about your website. Monster Flicks has the greatest selection of cheesy vintage sci-fi and vintage space and monster films, and more and more and more. Okay. Now I could organize this information a little more. I'm going to cut this, copy and delete that. I'm on my H3 here, and I could insert a new div tag to make a column for text. I could insert another div tag, put CSS rules on it, and make a column for images. But I think I'm just going to keep it pretty much the way it is, just for the sake of time, and just type a little welcome message or a little message about your website here. Okay, you do that on your own. I'll click this paragraph text, and I'm going to insert HTML image after, and I'm going to have an extra image prepared here. I'm going to put that in there. Now it feels a little too big, so I can click this image down here in the properties panel with this locked, the width and height ratio locked. I can make this a little bit smaller. Width maybe 700, maybe 500. Yeah, I think that feels a little better. Now that's a little too tight to the side of that window here. What I could do is add the same margins as a p tag. Remember this image here, I could add an ID. That image selected on the live view. I can add hashtag wolf. How's that sound? Enter. What do I want to save that? Yes, to that movie CSS sheet. Good. Now I come over here to my CSS designer, woof, and I'm just going to put a little margin on the side. I'm going to do it the same as the paragraphs paragraph text, which I think was 20 if I remember correctly. There it goes. I put a little more margin on top if I want to stretch out. Oh, wrong one. Command Z. Back to that wolf. I can put a little margin on top of that to move it away from the text a little. It has its own rule, so I could do box shadows on that text if I want. A little bit of a shadow here. Okay. There we are. It's sort of hard to see on that dark background, but it's there. Blur it out a little. Spread it out a little. There we go. Sort of hard to see the black or dark background. So type a welcome message, and then your about page is pretty much done. You can add more images. You can even add a video if you want, and you can control the layout a little bit if you, like I said, if you want to make a div tag as a column for some of this text. Files, save all. Let's preview this guy on the interwebs, on the internet. That guy's looking pretty good. Safari. And I can bring him down to Chrome. Check him out in Chrome. Good. Now I may have to recheck some of those links. Looks like the about page may not be working correctly. Could be a misspelling, or I just may have to relink them. But they're looking really good. Great. So to check the links, I may have to go back to the template. Scroll up here. You go in the code view. Highlight about. Yes, it's linked to about.html. About. I wonder if did I save that page? Yes, I did. File, save as. Let me double check. Make sure I spelled it right here. About.html. Save. Good. Now I'm checking the template page. Let's close this other one. I think that may have been the problem. I may have put extra space in there. Let's double check. Yep, I actually had an extra space in there, and I actually just saved the other one as about.html. So let's see if this one works. Home, about, there we go. Another linking back and forth, so I made a little mistake. When I saved this about page the first time, I put an extra space in here. So you gotta be very careful. Even extra spaces can mess up your code or your links. Let me delete this page because I do have the about page here and the index page. And good, and we're done with project 2, and we'll build on this website, adding some jQuery, some interactivity, some videos, tables, and even some contact form, actual contact form.